Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sports Today. Some breaking news for you yet again from this time, however, it's from the world of Formula One, where something that was kind of expected to be confirmed has finally been confirmed. That's right, I am, of course, talking about Audi. They will be joining Formula One from the 2026 season onwards. And again, as I said, this is along expected lines. It's hardly a surprise. You'd remember that recently, when Formula One released their guidelines for the new power units that would be introduced from the 2026 season onwards, there was always an expectation that that was exactly what would be the thing that would trigger the announcement that both Porsche and Audi, who are part of the Volkswagen group in Germany, will in fact be joining Formula One from the 2026 season, because these new engine regulations were designed precisely to attract new engine suppliers. Because again, if you remember, there are currently only four engine suppliers in the sport. That is, of course, Mercedes, Ferrari, Honda, which are being badged as Red Bull powertrains, and of course Renault, who only supply engines to the Alpine team, which is their works team. So obviously, the major thing is that there's two new engine suppliers who will be coming in. Audi and Porsche. And of course, Audi has already confirmed that they have just officially confirmed their entry. They will be joining from 2026. And although it is worth noting that in the official entry, they haven't confirmed who exactly they will be partnering with. The expectation is that they will be taking over the Alfa Romeo team, which is currently known as the Alfa Romeo team, but is part of the Sauber group. Now, Sauber, you remember, has been part of Formula One since the late 90s. They've always had a reputation of promoting younger drivers, and generally speaking, they've changed identity a lot over the last few years. Because again, you remember that they're currently known as Alfa Romeo solely due to like a title sponsorship with the Italian car brand. Before that, of course, they were known as Sauber, and then for one point they were BMW Sauber, because BMW purchased a stake in the team and made them their works team. There's an expectation that Audi will be joining up or linking up with the Sauber team. So of course that team will most likely be, I don't know, either Audi Sauber, Sauber Audi, or something like that. I have no idea yet, because again, it's not official, but that confirmation will come in due course. They will most likely be linking up with the Sauber team, Audi that is. Porsche will most likely be linking up with the Red Bull team, because they'll be joining Red Bull. It'll become Red Bull Porsche, and that is the expected lineup for 2026 onwards. Now you remember the key addition or the key concession that has been made to new power unit manufacturers is that they've made the power units a little less complicated. They've dropped the MGU-H, which is of course it harvests energy into the battery. Before that, of course, you had MGU-K, but they've dropped the MGU wedge component because that was supposedly a very complicated part to manufacture, so it was actually putting off to new manufacturers. They've dropped that. They've given a few more concessions in terms of budgetary spending and monetary constraints. They're a little looser on the new teams. So obviously that is the big news, that Audi will be joining Formula One. It is news that was along expected lines, but we finally have the official confirmation. Now there's only two major things that we're waiting for. When exactly will Porsche follow suit and enter Formula One? Because again, that is along expected lines. It's bound to happen. And who exactly will Audi be in fact partnering with? The expectation is there will be the Sauber team, which currently goes under as the name of Alfa Romeo, but again, we don't have confirmation on that yet. By the way, there's plenty of F1 news to come this weekend, because of course the races will be starting. We're going to be in Belgium for this weekend. Spa-Francorchamps is one of my favorite circuits personally, so do join us for when we'll be covering that live, because of course we'll be doing previews, reviews, everything else in between. Join us for that. Right now I'm taking your leave, but thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell icon so you know when we're going live, and of course don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Last but not least, download the Sports app for more such breaking news updates at the tip of your fingers. Thank you for joining us, and bye bye for now.